Good morning, Collective and Soul Tribe. Today is Tuesday, February 3rd. We are the third day of the month, okay? Right now the time is 9:11 a.m. where I am residing. I am in Canada, Toronto, Ontario, so anybody who lives in a different country, the time zone will definitely be different by the time you see this video or by the time you get a chance to even get to this video, okay? But let's jump into it. All right, guys, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday so far. Okay, I don't know if anyone remembers back in the day when KFC used to have like Toonie Tuesdays, or like when the movies used to have Toonie Tuesdays as well. You would pay like $2 to get like food or $2 to get into the movies. That could be significant for somebody, but I don't know, that just came to my mind just now. But today is Tuesday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday so far. Okay, I'm going to jump right into it. So, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? Please give them the clarity that they need to know when it comes to their situation, their journey, or whatever they have in their mind at this time that they need clarity. Please protect and guide them. Even if they don't see the video, always protect and guide the collective and soul tribe no matter where they are in this journey in life. And please give them the clarity that they need for today or just in general. If the message does not resonate with the collective, allow them to go away with some type of knowledge and wisdom or something that they can take away for them when they're on their journey. Thank you, Spirit. And by the way, you guys can skip those, intros if you want. I just do that because why not? We're starting a reading. The least I can do is clear the energy or speak, positivity into the energy. Okay, so yeah, let's jump into it, guys. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? What do they need to know at this time, please? What messages do you have for the collective? Thank you, Spirit. All right, guys, so Page of Wands energy, okay? Now, for some of you guys, this is about a new adventure that you guys could be on. Solar plexus energy talks about I can, okay? So there is something about exploration, creativity. Maybe you guys are starting something new, but whatever this fresh idea that you guys have or this energy that you guys are in, okay, it looks like you guys are stepping into financial opportunities for whoever resonates with this. Now, you can have fire placements in your chart. You don't have to, right? But there is something about the full moon right now. It was in Leo, and I believe it has already transited into Virgo. So there could have been this fire energy that you guys were feeling the last couple of days, or even the momentum that was picking up, before the full moon had come, okay? Now, when we talk about the number 11, now we can look at it as a house placement, okay? For house placements, this talks about groups, friendships, you being maybe socially aware, or even social media could be very significant. But there is something about, you guys building when it comes to community. Now, intuition, awakening, divine alignment. For some of you guys, this could be a spiritual awakening, or for some of you guys could have had some type of psychic insight. Okay, so take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation for some of you guys, okay? So, Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time? What do they need to know at this time? And this is also about self-discovery, especially when it comes to like your path and where you guys are at this time. Yeah, Ace of Wands, okay, a lot of fire energy. So there's something about receiving some type of inspiration. Either you were inspired to do something, to take action, or there's something about, having a creative spark, right? So for some of you guys, when it comes to like your creativity, you guys could be sparking, like I said, new ideas, new opportunities, okay? This is about, taking the initiative when it comes to like this new passion that you guys are moving forward. So 111 could also be very significant, or even like 1111, okay? But you guys are taking action when it comes to, these new opportunities that you guys are moving towards. Even when it comes to having passion or being very ambitious at this time is showing up in your energy, okay? So wand energy is very significant. Now, for some of you guys, this could be someone that's young as well. Page of Wands is someone who's younger. So you could be younger watching this video, Scorpio, someone in their like late 20s, maybe early 20s, teenager age typically, okay? But for whoever this is, there's something about you guys being young and inspired, okay, when it comes to like your creativity and, you know, learning to jump into that as well. Okay, so earth energy, the number 5, this is about teaching, okay, learning, okay, giving, charitable, you know, giving. So even when it comes to charities, some of you guys could be donating to certain charities when it comes to community. For some of you, this is about traditions, right? So when it comes to traditions and education and conformity and all that stuff, there's something that you guys may notice and you guys could be changing. This is about you guys grounding yourself as well. Now, Taurus is about throat energy, throat chakra. So when it comes to you guys honoring your spiritual paths and traditions, some of you guys are moving towards that. For some of you guys, when it comes to traditions, now, if this is a work situation, again, because we talk about, you know, moving on from the past, whether this is family, friends, or corporations, things, right? If this was a corporation and say that they were traditional in their dynamics, there's something about you seeing the truth for what it is when it comes to unconventional things, okay? So say you were always a threat no matter where you went, it's because you guys were supposed to start your own thing. So even if it's not divination, it's still you starting your own thing. You guys could be into music. You guys could be into, you know, frequencies, okay, when it comes to music. Some of you guys may not like writing music, right? Maybe you guys are into creating the sound of it, okay? Some of you guys are interested in healing work. So even if it is in that industry, you are doing healing work, meaning some of you guys can create incense or candles or, you know, like start your own business basically. But whatever you guys are starting your own business in, it's in your blueprint. Like you're meant to do it. You know how some people are supposed to work in law, right? There's some people who are supposed to work 9 to 5 corporate and be in law and be in those environments. And then there's some people like us, okay, who are not supposed to be in those environments because maybe we are too, you know, in depth or too sensitive, or, you know, there's something about seeing through the truth. Okay, so yeah, when it comes to corporations and things like that, you guys could be switching or changing, you know, your social groups or, you know, the work that you do, okay? Even when it comes to your beliefs, right? Looking at certain religions and realizing that where could there be freedom? When you're spiritual, there's more freedom. And it's not to say that, you know, we're bashing anyone's religion or we're judging it. No. It's almost like being spiritual allows you to be so open to other people's perspectives that when people start to judge you, you start to look at them like, I thought we're not supposed to judge, because in the Bible it says you're not supposed to judge. So if I believe in what I believe in, right, and it still allows me to be a better person and still be a good person, and you believe in what you believe in, why are you judging me? Okay, same thing with corporations, right? If you have an idea and you bring that idea to, you know, your job, and they say to you, oh, that's a dumb idea, I don't like that idea, I would never do that, blah, 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 right? There's something about you saying, oh, okay, no problem. But then 3 months or 3 weeks later, you see that they're using your idea and taking it as if they created that idea on their own. So again, when it comes to you guys seeing things for what it is, there's something about you guys awakening your gifts and moving into that light, moving into that energy. Okay, so yeah, moving into that light and in that energy. Saturn in Taurus, this is about discipline, okay? So you guys are showing up as someone who's harvesting and, you know, putting in that work, that perseverance, having patience, okay? You guys are in this grounding energy where you guys are planning, okay? Planning for long term as well. Okay, so some of you guys may have your Saturn in Taurus, okay? And that could be confirmation for some of you too. And if you think about it, right? If you do think about it, because again, we talk about Saturn, right? And we know that Saturn talks about responsibility and discipline. So for some of you guys with the 7th house, right? This could be about, you know, partnerships, close partnerships, whether this is romantic, business, whatever the case is. But this is about spirituality. The number 7 in the life path number is about spirituality, wisdom, and introspection. So there's something about you guys gaining like an inner knowing when it comes to like awakening your spiritual gifts, okay? So yeah, we have here Three of Cups, okay? Three of Cups talks about Mercury and Cancer, okay? This is about friendships and communities, okay? The number 3 talks about creativity and expression, how you express yourself when it comes to, you know, education or the mind, the body, and thinking, okay? Communication is very significant, and also receiving some type of clarity, okay? So 3 talks about you guys being supported by the universe when it comes to you tapping into your unique gifts, skills, talents, and also mental energy. With Ace of Swords, it's about you guys receiving clarity, okay? Having a breakthrough when it comes to you guys focusing on truth, okay? So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right, talks about, you know, communication. This talks about being adaptable, social media, okay, astrology, balance, justice. There's something about you guys receiving clarity and receiving justice, because now you figured out something that you kind of had an inkling about all this time, but now it's showing up more. King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Long-term investments, okay, leadership. You guys are tapping into your leadership, or in your being in your authority is very significant. Okay, so Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time when it comes to this energy? What else do they need to know at this time, please? Yeah, synchronicities. There's something about you paying attention to the synchronicities that you guys are receiving. Okay, there's also something about you being in a sacred space. So for some of you guys, protecting your energy could be very significant. Now, this person is looking at a mountain, and there's something about challenges. Some of you guys could be going through certain obstacles or challenges, right? But know that nothing lasts forever. Okay, nothing will stay the same. You being in the sacred space and protecting your energy, maybe you guys are seeing signs and synchronicities as well, is you receiving downloads about your situation. Okay, know that nothing will last forever, and you guys are moving. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of movement with the fire energy and grounding. Okay, yeah, inspiration. You guys are being inspired either to create, okay, or inspired to start something new. But whatever this is, your third eye is being activated. Okay, yeah, step by step. It's almost like you guys are going step by step. Even if you guys are going through challenges or obstacles, you know that you guys are being watched over by the universe, and know that this is your path, that you're supposed to take everything step by step, okay? Knowing that whatever you're doing and you're taking it step by step, know that you're stepping into your integrity, okay, which is your highest self, okay? Play at the bottom of the deck, but you guys are stepping into your integrity, okay? What truly makes sense to you and your beliefs is very significant. Having morals, okay, having dignity, like we like to say back home, having broadtupsy, okay, having manners, okay, is very significant. Some of us, you know, walk around this life without manners, okay, without broadtupsy. And, you know, when I say that, I mean, like, for example, someone holds the door for you, some people just walk past the door, and they don't even say thank you, you know, oh my God, thank you so much, I appreciate it, you know, things like that. You can see certain things are being lost, and for some of you guys, when it comes to your integrity, you'll never lose your integrity. Even when it comes to like a corporation, if they try to, you know, stop you from tapping into your integrity, you know, you guys have stopped that. Yeah, passion. You guys are in your passion right now, okay? So whatever it is that you guys are working towards, if it is in your integrity, you're passionate about it. You're confident about it, guys, okay? Stepping into your confidence is very significant, okay? So take what resonates with that. But yeah, you guys are showing up as fearless right now, okay? And, you know, continue to be in that energy, especially dealing with people. Some of you guys could have isolated yourself too, but the reason why you guys isolated yourself was because you could be in this sacred space when it comes to what you're building and creating. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have faith. Okay, having faith that you will be with your community, or having faith that things will work out in your favor. The color purple talks about crown chakra energy as well. So yeah, trusting in the universe is very, very significant for some of you guys at this time, okay? Trusting in the universe may resonate, okay? Yeah, time, divine timing, 41. So the number 41 is very significant when it comes to the number 5, 1 plus 4, change, okay? So there is something about divine timing when it comes to change. Okay, the color brown could be very significant as well, too. Okay, when it comes to you guys grounding yourself. Cinnamon is very significant too. I don't know why I thought of that with the color brown, but that cinnamon color, that reddish brown color. 11, okay, when it comes to you guys, your intuition, like I said, seeing 11 when it comes to leadership, new beginnings, okay, and also being intuitive. Yeah, psychic energy, okay. 48, we have water at the bottom of the deck. So some of you guys have psychic abilities, something to do with water placements as well. That could be very significant. I don't know why, but I feel like this energy of saying to you guys, rise up. Okay, rise up, you guys, rise up. And the reason why I'm saying rise up is because I feel like there's something about you guys having this phoenix energy about you, whether you have water placements or not, but learning to tap into your energy when it comes to like emotions, okay, being in depth. Okay, some of you guys want to be around people, or you want to build connections with people who think in depth, right? So it's almost like you don't want to be around someone who only thinks about themselves 24/7. I would rather be around somebody that, if I think about, oh my gosh, I hope they're okay, and I message that person and I think about that person, you know, I don't want them to think I'm being nosy. I want them to have that feeling of, I'm just checking up on you to make sure you're okay, mentally and physically, and that's it. You don't have to tell me your business. You don't have to tell me nothing. I just want to make sure you're doing well. And that's it. Sometimes you may think about people, you know, they may run across, you know, their mind or your mind, whatever the case is, and you know, there's something about connections where you guys could be tapping into that too. But take what resonates with that. That could be confirmation, okay? So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time? What else do they need to know at this time, please? Thank you. Yeah, so big happy changes, you guys, okay? So that's it, okay? And also wait. So you guys could possibly be in a waiting period, but there is something about big happy changes that are showing up in the energy, okay? So let's get some initials and see. All right, guys. So we have initials U, okay? We have initials P. We have initials F, okay? We also have initials E. We have initials Q. We have initials O. Initials K. That is so funny because I said to you guys jokingly, I'm like, rise up. I literally said to you guys, rise up, and then the word up was spelled, okay? But anyways, you guys could have these initials in your name, okay? Take what resonates with that. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, but this FE is throwing me off. I feel like I need the initials B to make this February for short, okay? But obviously take what resonates with that, okay? But yeah. So we have cats. Okay, cats are very significant when it comes to feline energy, feminine energy, or just being very mysterious, okay? When you see a cat, especially a black cat, you're very like skeptical about the energy, but there is something about being mysterious and also, you know, being able to see things, because when you see cats are very calculated, okay? Like they know what they want, they know where they want to go, they know if they want to be around their human or not. And for some of you guys, you may have this energy like a cat where you're very selective of who you want to be around, and I don't judge that. I have golden retriever and cat energy. There's moments where I want to be around people, and then there's moments where I'm like, yeah, I think I'll stay home, okay? And some of you guys could be like that, okay? So butterflies and pearls are very significant when it comes to like transformations. But not only that, this looks like a pearl like you would find like in the ocean. There's something about maybe not being able to find certain things in the ocean, so like a diamond in the rough. But pearls are very significant. And the thing about pearls is that you don't really see them often. I see videos of people collecting like, you know, mussels and things like that, and you don't really see a lot of pearls. I guess it depends on, you know, where they're located and how far you have to go. So that could be confirmation too. Okay, snowflakes are very significant when it comes to the weather. So cold energy is very significant, a cold touch, but cold air is very significant too. But weather, when it comes to seasons of change, that could be very significant too, where you guys could be sensing the seasons of change, okay? Even though we are in February, okay? Swan energy when it comes to loyalty, okay? Commitments as well. Swans are known to, you know, partner with one another for life or mate for life. So for some of you guys, when it comes to partnerships, you know, you guys could be looking for partnerships, whether this is friendships or romantic, where you guys could be wanting to be around people who not only resonate with you in a sense, but also connect with you when it comes to this energy, right? Even when it comes to like, you know, groups, right? Being able to be around people who are similar to you. And I feel like that's what swans do. It's like they mate for life, but they mate for life because they know that's what they want. And that's how cats are too. They know what they want. Some of you guys are stepping in this energy where you guys know what it is that you want. 2020 on the timer. Okay. And then we also have the moon. Okay. So this looks like the gibbous moon cycle. So take what resonates with that. Okay. So I'm going to take one each and shake it up. All right, guys, so we have here Capricorn energy. That's very significant. We also have Aquarius energy. Okay, so there's something to do with Aquarius season that's very significant, and also Cancer energy. So there's something about you guys, you know, when it comes to hard work, dedication, you know, building, and also when it comes to nurturing what it is that you guys are building. Definitely you guys are inventing something new, or there's something about innovations or social media and, you know, technology and astrology, okay? You guys are tapping into this energy. So whatever this is about social media, or you guys tapping into your gifts, or just showing up for yourself online and also in the 3D as well, like it, you know, when you go outside as well, there's something about this energy that you guys are moving forward into. And again, keep moving into that energy, because again, the more that you isolate yourself, and it's not to say that you're isolating yourself, meaning you don't want to talk to anybody. You guys are isolating yourself because there's a bigger purpose in what it is that you guys are building at this time. Basically to say that it's bigger than you. Okay, so if you guys are building and creating something, there's something about it being bigger than you. It's not about you. It's about you being here, helping people who need it the most, basically. Okay, so I'm going to end it here, guys. Please take what resonates. Again, thank you for watching to the end of the video and supporting my page and channel. And also, if you guys want to follow me on YouTube and TikTok, I post there, Mysteriously Unique, and also mysteriously.unique. And you guys can also follow my website where I post my blogs with, you know, moon cycles and things like that. But I've also started to do crystals as well. So you guys can check it out, or you guys can book a reading on my website. It's www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. All right, guys, love you so much and have a good one. Bye.